Page 6 has learned that the new it guy of Fashion Week is both a drop-dead handsome model and a billionaire as the heir to Norway's most significant salmon business. Welcome to this new video. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and enable the notification bell so you can get alerts to our latest content. Forbes magazine ranked him 637. Gustav Magnar Witzøe is a Norwegian billionaire and a significant shareholder in the salmon aquaculture company SalMar ASA. In 2013, his father sat him down at the kitchen table and informed him that he would make him the company's primary stakeholder, primarily for inheritance tax reasons. Witz became one of the world's youngest billionaires on that day. He is still alive and well, with a net worth of roughly £3.5 billion, a lot of money by anyone's standards. The senior Witzøe is still in charge of the day-to-day operations of the Norwegian fish farm enterprise, which has significant farming activities in both the central and northern sections of the nation. He is one of the young billionaires in the world, along with two Norwegian sisters. Katarina and Alexandra Andresen were the three youngest billionaires on the planet according to a 2013 report. On February 8, 1993, he was born in Frøya, a tiny island in Trøndelag, Norway, to parents Gustav and Magnar Witz. His mother was a caregiver, while his father was a business owner. According to Seafood Media Group, his father created SalMar in 1991, which evolved into one of the world's largest farmed salmon producers spanning Asia, the United States, Canada, the Russian Federation, and Norway. The company's principal activities include marine phase farming, broodfish, and smolt production, as well as the processing and sale of farmed salmon. Gustav revealed that he skipped university and worked on fish farms for 2 years to master the craft. It has 100 licenses for Atlantic salmon production in Norway, with operations in Trøndelag, Nordmøre, and Troms through its subsidiary Senja Farm AS. It also owns 50% of Norskott Havbruk, which operates fish farms under Scottish Sea Farms. The firm is in Frøya and has been listed on the Oslo Stock Exchange since 2007. The firm thrived, but the Witzes did not treat their only kid lavishly. Perhaps it would have been different if he'd grown up with the money, but since we didn't know when I was a kid, I'm happy. It was just a regular, down-to-earth family, and I believe those qualities I will carry with me. SalMar, which began with 11 employees and a few boats, became public in 2007 and is now the world's second-largest producer of Atlantic salmon, with a workforce of over 1,500 and sales on practically every continent, as well as farms in Scotland. It caught 198,200 tons of gutted weight last year, which is a lot of fish by anyone's standards. When it comes to managing life and work, the 29-year-old wealthy businessman is setting up an example for millennials. According to The Telegraph, he describes himself as an ordinary person who enjoys football, working out, occasional parties, and hanging out with friends. He enjoys himself, but he also finds time for his parents. Gustav still pays weekly visits to his parents and meets his boyhood colleagues on the little island of Frøya, where he grew up. Although he claims himself living an everyday life, his social media images show him globetrotting, touching everywhere from Italy and France to Dubai. Witzøe has also shown off expensive vehicles in his garage, which include a Porsche, a private plane, and a vintage Aston Martin, which his father owned. Gustav is also a successful model, which has helped him land work in his home nation. He is frequently spotted in the first row at Norwegian fashion events. Gustav Magnar Witzøe has a large social media following and is a celebrity on Instagram, with over 100,000 followers. He likes dogs, and he travels frequently. And, despite his social media presence, he spends significantly more time than he needs to. He writes in The Telegraph, "I'm having a lot of fun with it," he adds. "I'm a timid person, but when you're modeling, you kind of put on an act. You can pretend to be someone else, and that's a lot of fun, plus you meet so many nice people." Currently, fashion is a diversion from his other, more serious endeavors. He has no active participation in SalMar but does with the fund he co-manages. He has advisors, but his parents are still in charge. Most people look to Witz for business advice. ODNY, dubbed the kindest and best person you'll ever meet, has retired. He used to party a lot, but at the age of 29, he's calmed down. "If my friends are going out, I'll go, but not to a nightclub. Sitting and conversing is more enjoyable than jumping around for 4 hours. I can't do it as much anymore," he says. One of Witz's several tattoos represents the Greek god Antaeus, who derived all of his strength from maintaining contact with the ground. He's also the son of Poseidon, the sea deity, although I don't believe that's why Witz has it. Magnar Witz surpassed financial tycoon and philanthropist Trond Mohn, who fell to the third position. Kjell Inge Røkke, the shipping magnate, comes in second place. According to DN.no, Gustav Magnar Witz had a taxable fortune of approximately 11.14 billion Norwegian kroner in 2016, an increase of 1.3 billion Norwegian kroner from the previous year. In 2016, the value of the SalMar share climbed by 75%. Magnar Witzoe is Norway's 10th richest person overall and the world's third youngest billionaire behind his fellow citizens, the Anderson sisters. According to Forbes, SalMar also invests significantly in Scottish sea farms, the second largest salmon farmer in the United Kingdom. If a man loves a dog, he is a good man. If a dog loves a man, he is a good man. This saying surely applies to Witzoe. Richie Rich adores his Staffordshire Bull Terrier, Arrow Witzoe, and even has an Instagram account dedicated to him. The companionship is lovely, from celebrating Christmas and going on drives to chilling with his doggo. You can't simply demand to be the leader of such a large business. You must be emotionally and physically prepared. If there are any alternatives, the best candidate must be hired. Values, jobs, and critical variables are all at stake, Witz told Dagbladet. You must be motivated. You don't have to be directly educated for it, but you must have the expertise and personal drive to operate a conglomerate. You cannot simply do it because you have the authority. Of course, you can do that, but it would be the height of hubris, he continued. Values, jobs, and critical considerations are all at stake. Gustav Witzoe, who worked for MGM Property, has amassed an exceptional track record as an investor in the information and technology industry. He is well known for his numerous investments in startups like Norwegian Snapchat Challenger, the Gobi developed by students, and KeyButler, a mobile app that helps Airbnb hosts. The Norwegian investor finances startups through his company Whiskey Capital, which looks to work with Norway's rawest technological talent. Witzoe has claimed that he is unclear whether he could follow in his father's footsteps and take over the Norwegian salmon farming behemoth. He has stated that his parents regret designating him heir apparent at such a young age. He is, nevertheless, deeply involved in the family business. Witz says. He skipped university after high school and bravely began working on salmon farms among the rank and file for 2 years, waking up at dawn to take a boat out, where he'd operate as a milker, stimulating fish for roe. Witzoe may appear to have a perfect life, but he had a run-in with the authorities at the end of high school. As per the New Zealand Herald, he was stopped for passing another car while driving at 180 km per hour in a 60 km per hour zone. He was sentenced to 2 weeks in prison and served his sentence as a stallion in Verdal prison the year he was 20. Gustav is a tattooed hunk. His entire left arm is covered in fine black and gray inkwork. On his left arm are pictures of his parents as angels set against a cloudy and starry sky. The caption says, "My two heroes." He's also working on his right arm. Gustav is adorned with a magnificent black and gray tiger on his chest. Witzoe contributes to the greater good by administering the W Initiative, a non-profit foundation that focuses on children's health and education. The organization aims to give clean water and hygienic facilities to over 4,000 Ugandan children. With a current net worth of $3.8 billion US, a solid foundation to fall back on, and ambitious aspirations for the future, he is one billionaire to keep an eye on in the coming years. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Thank you.